Joey Star here for Star Quality Kitchen. Not sure if you heard, but PepsiCo, who owns such common junk food brands as Doritos and Cheetos and all sorts of stuff. I mean, what big name isn't owned by some other big name these days, right? Well, it turns out that PepsiCo decided that they wanted to kind of revamp the junk food business a bit and be a little more conscious about things like our health and what we put into our bodies. And therefore, they proposed this new lineup of some of our favorite junk food and made them naked. So they've taken Doritos and Cheetos, stripped them of the dyes and the artificial flavors, and put out 4 new things that I'm gonna try for you right now so that you know what it's like and if you should even bother going out to get it. So you got your naked Doritos, naked Cool Ranch Doritos, you got your naked Cheetos Puffs, and you got your naked Flaming Hot Crunchy Cheetos. So in the spirit of this new experience that PepsiCo has given us, it's time to get naked! What? No. We agreed. No, we're supposed to get naked, remember? Come on. Yes, I was serious about that. All right, fine. I'll put some real clothes on. Can you hand me those shorts? Thank you. So apparently now I got to play nice so I don't get hit with a harassment charge. But fine, fully clothed, ready for this review. Let's do it. So I want to start with some Cheetos, if that's all right with you. Here's something I find really funny. So, someone posts something, and if there's a word that they think might be risque or triggering, they'll leave off some letters or they'll put some asterisks. Like if you want to say the word on social media, someone might put an asterisk where the letter I is. So it's SH*T. So in a similar fashion, I guess the word naked might be a little too risque. So instead they listed it as Cheetos Simply NKD. And the other ones are, of course, Doritos Simply NKD. It's all Simply. But what I find hilarious about that is right on the same bag where they went through the trouble to abbreviate that, if you look up here, it says naked of dyes. Naked. That's right. The word naked is okay. Naked. Now I'm going to say it a few more times. Naked. It really is okay, folks, because everybody calm down. It's not so bad. The world's not so bad that you can't say the word naked. All right. It smells like Cheetos, but the aroma is nowhere near as strong. Pick one up. This is what she looks like right now. You see here? So as you can see, it's not that bright orangeness that you're used to. In the old days of Cheetos, of course, you handle it, you end up with some bright orange fingers that pretty much are dyed for the rest until you wash your hands or maybe even the next day. If I look here, you can kind of see that while it is leaving some crumbs behind, if I do this, my fingers are nice and clean again. So I guess that was due to the dye. Let me go ahead and just take a bite here. So you have a good crunch. The flavor is pretty good, actually. It does still taste like a Cheetos. Absolutely tastes like a Cheetos. You kind of have almost like this pastiness to it, right? Because of all the dust. But it's accompanied by that flavor that you already know all about. The only thing is that the flavor is a little bit passive in compared to its artificially flavored, dye-heavy brother that you've been eating your whole life. It's a pretty good taste, though. It almost tastes like some other company made this and they got kind of close, but they kind of backed off with the amount of salt and whatever else is in there, MSG, whatever it is. I don't know if Cheetos has MSG. I know Doritos did. I mean, it definitely tastes good. Now let's talk about this color for a bit. So because they got rid of the artificial dyes and they're basically going with this naked thing, it kind of looks like they took a Cheetos and a vampire came by and just kind of bit into there and suck the color out of it. That's what it kind of looks like, but it's not ugly by any means. It's just, I don't know. It kind of, I'm trying to remember now if the white cheddar, there was a white cheddar Cheetos, right? I'm pretty sure there is or there was. I believe it kind of looked like this. So it's kind of like a white cheddar Cheetos, except it tastes like a regular Cheetos, but lighter on the flavor. I mean, heck, how many have I had already? 4? 5? I can eat this. I'm more than happy with this. Next, I'm going to try the Cheetos Simply Naked Flaming Hot Crunchy. So this one, the aroma is already a little bit stronger. because I opened the bag and it came up at me. It wasn't like before where I had to go after it. So looking at this, it really does just kind of look like your crunchy, flaming hot Cheetos with the color sucked out of it. But other than that, it's got that kind of cool, bumpy taste. Honestly, I prefer the crunchy Cheetos over the puffy ones anyway, but I love them both. But let me go ahead and try this. While the aroma is stronger than the puffed Cheetos, it's still not very strong. Nowhere near what it would be for a regular bag of these. Let me go ahead and take a bite. Really nice crunch. I feel like the Cheetos part of the flavor, like before, was come down like a couple of notches, right? It's not in your face. However, the heat from this is about as strong as it is in the regular ones. In fact, I will say that the lack of Cheetos flavor is bringing about more of the heat from that. So that's pretty interesting. I usually don't burn this much from the flaming hot Cheetos. Like I burn, but not like this. This actually feels like it might be hotter. It tastes decent in a different way. So on the regular puffed Cheetos, the flavor was about the same, just not as strong. On this, the flavor is not as strong, but also not as good. Definitely the regular flaming Cheetos taste better, but it's still good. But I feel like because the strength of the flavor has been brought down a bit, that the heat is kind of overpowering. So therefore, it's not as enjoyable because you're getting more heat than flavor. And to me, that's an issue. Next, I'm going to try the Simply Naked Cool Ranch Doritos. Similar to the Flaming Hot Crunchy Cheetos, I'm getting hit with the aroma as soon as I open the bag. I didn't have to chase after it. Now, looking at the Dorito, I mean, it looks like a Cool Ranch Dorito. The thing is, a Cool Ranch Dorito didn't really have that red stuff on it anyway, did it? There's not much of a color drainage, but I guess the artificial flavors, though, is probably where you best benefit. Let's give you a kind of a close-up here. See what we got. Looks like a standard Cool Ranch Dorito. You can pour this in a bowl with a regular one and you wouldn't know which is which. Go ahead and take that bite. Beautiful crunch. Good Cool Ranch flavor. You got that hint of that tang. You got the creaminess of the, I guess what would be the buttermilk part of the ranch flavor. You get another one here. That's good. So in all honesty, if you have a friend or family member who loves Cool Ranch Doritos, and you just kind of pour this into a little bowl, don't let them see the bag, hand it to them, they wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It doesn't look any different. Really doesn't taste any different. Even the intensity of the flavor is the same as I remember Cool Ranch Doritos being. Yeah, it's like pretty much no different. Whatever it is, they managed to capture the same flavor that they have on your, I guess, clothed Cool Ranch Doritos, because the naked one tastes no difference. And like its original, it's delicious. Finally, we have Doritos Simply Naked Nacho Cheese flavor. This is the one that I'm most afraid of, and the one I'm going to be the most critical of, because this is my all-time favorite go-to junk food growing up. I rarely eat it now because I'm more conscious of what I'm eating. I feel like this has the most to lose in terms of change. Flavor's not that strong at all. In fact, I opened the bag, couldn't smell it. Take a chip out, it looks exactly the same as the Cool Ranch. Let's give it the old taste test. Maintains that signature Doritos crunch. It does mostly taste like the original Doritos. Again, similar to the Cheetos, the intensity of the flavor is dialed down a notch or two. And I say it mostly tastes like a Dorito, and it has that tang to it. It's got that hint of a boldness to it, not enough to make it spicy, but enough for you to question whether or not it's going to be spicy. One of the things Doritos has always been infamous for is that it tastes like you're licking a spoon of salt. That's not the case here. It's really not that intense at all. But other than that, it does taste like the same type of salt, which I know it's not because this has no MSG, and original Nacho Cheese Doritos does have MSG. That's why I couldn't eat it all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you and say this is just as good as the original Nacho Cheese Dorito. In the case of the Cool Ranch, yes. But in this case, No, it's a little shy. Like you kind of taste that there's something missing, and it's hard to say what that is. But whatever it is, obviously it's some kind of artificial flavor that they haven't figured out how to replicate. But if you're not eating Doritos because of the dyes or some of the artificial flavorings that you have an issue with, or like in my case, the monosodium glutamate will give you tension headaches and things like that. It's a very small sacrifice to be able to eat these again without worrying about that stuff. So on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 just tastes like dog, and 10, it tastes just like original nacho cheese Doritos, I put this at about an 8 or 9. Like it's that close. And probably if the intensity of the flavor was a smidge higher than it is, you'd probably push it up to a 9. So that's my review. Simply Naked series of 2 types of Cheetos and 2 types of Doritos. These are the only 4 currently that exist. I've tried all 4 for you. On the Cheeto side, the Cheeto Puffs, really good. The Flaming Hot Crunchy Cheetos, decent, but you're sacrificing that flavor and getting too much heat. Cool Ranch Doritos, best conversion out of the 4 from original to this. In a blind taste test, you won't tell the difference between this and the original. And the Simply Naked Nacho Cheese Doritos, best tasting out of the 4, but not quite what the original is. Not necessarily a bad thing though. You are eating something that's essentially healthier for you, or we're gonna say not as bad for you as the original, but only sacrificing a smidge of the flavor. It actually is really good. In fact, when I'm done filming this, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna work on this bag. So how about you? Have you tried any of the Simply Naked offerings from PepsiCo? What did you think? Which is your favorite? Would you be okay with eating this permanently as opposed to the original flavors? Let me know your thoughts on that. Also, let me know if there's some other kind of healthy conversion of a beloved snack that you're aware of that you want me to try and review. Let me know about it, because this is your channel. Thanks so much for watching Star Quality Kitchen. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and stalk. Laters. All I need now is a 2-liter bottle of cola with this bag, and it's just like old times. Hey, Joey Star. Here. Oh, sure. This is all pretty exciting. You excited? I'm excited. So I see something. Why did the tracker stop moving? All right, so now let's take this. I'm to the point where I don't give a shit anymore.